In Chapter 20 of Dark Deity, the group arrives at the mountain to find Akmenos at the top. Irving confronts him, and Akmenos creates a barrier between Irving and the rest of his group. The Akmenos then summons in an army to take down the rest of the group. The chapter starts and it's weird. Since I didn't actually bring Irving with me, this big climactic fight is actually rather boring, as now it's just my group versus the enemies, and Akmenos is just kind of chilling at the top, doing some weak attacks every turn. Now, the group is divided into two different groups, who have to push down south and defeat the enemies, which somehow hurts Necromancer. The battle starts, and it is immediately intense, as Monroe nearly gets killed by a crit from a mage, but then he immediately crits back, kills the enemy, and gets promotion. I decided to turn Monroe into a wizard, as his mastery skill now increases magic, and his magic increases his power more. Basically, Monroe's best stat further increases his magic, and his magic even further increases his damage. This is easily his best final class, no matter what you try and build him as. I continue to push down south on each side. One side is very magic-heavy enemies, and the other one is very physical-heavy enemies. Luckily, most of the enemies aren't too tough, so my units just destroy everything, and this map is basically just free EXP to allow more of my units to promote. Speaking of promotion, more people get promoted this level. The first one is Caius, the one-shot machine. I turn him into a sniper, which boosts his accuracy after moving, and now allows him to attack from 3 range. The group continues to push south, but it isn't too hard because my windrunners kind of decimate everything, and Helena can tank any hits, and so nothing can really get past my units. I try to level up my non-max promoted units, and the first one to get promoted is Sia, who reaches level 30. I turn into an assassin, which boosts her crit chance after getting kills, and boosts her crit damage the more rogues I deploy. Now, I don't actually use any more rogues for this entire playthrough, it's just Sia, but this does give me some ideas for some fun playthroughs. Soon after, Sloan then promotes. I also turn her into a wizard because it's just like a really good class. And then the final one is Liberty, who I turn into an Aegis, which is the upgrade of her Battle Mage class and just makes her even more defensive. Eventually, I'm able to clear out enough enemies, then Akmenos dies and the chapter ends, kind of anticlimactically. As the group is about to kill off Akmenos, he suddenly disappears, leaving only his staff. Irving then finds his mother, and the group decides to head back to their base. They then plan their next attack on Delia.